Let's solve few problems based on the concepts whatever we have learned. Look at the first one. Compute the magnitude of the following vectors. There are two of them. See, vector A is I plus j plus k, right? So what we'll do, see the first one, in that vector A is I plus j plus k. So mod of vector A is what? Root of the x component. What is the coefficient of x? 1. So root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. This becomes root 3. That's all. Very easy. First question, right? Very easy. Look at the second one. Vector B is 2i minus 7j minus 3k. So mod of B becomes root of 2 square plus minus 7 whole square plus minus 3 whole square. This becomes root of 4 plus 49 plus 9. Correct? Now here 49 plus 9 is going to give me 58. 58 plus 4 gives us 62. This becomes square root of 62. So mod of vector B gives us 62. Clear? Now the next one, we'll look into the second one. See, the sum of the vectors you have to calculate now. Correct? For the sum of the vectors, what we'll do, see the second one, they're asking you sum of vectors A plus B plus C. Let's call this as R. R being the resultant vectors, sum of all the three. So vector R is equal to A, which is I minus 2j plus k plus minus 2i plus 4j plus 5k plus I minus 6j minus 7k. This basically is the whole vector. We have to add the i's, we have to add the j, we have to add the k, correct? So in this case, when you add the I, so here, see this I, and this is I. 1 minus 2 plus 1 into I cap. The first one is this. Next you have to do for j, see j, j and j. Minus 2j, minus 2 plus 4 minus 6, j cap. Then finally for k plus 1 plus 5 minus 7, k cap. Correct? 1 minus 2. So this entire thing becomes 0. There is no I term at all. So 0 I, or even if you do not write also, it's okay. Next, minus 2 minus 8. So minus 4 j cap. This is going to become minus k cap. So minus 4j minus k. This is the answer for the second one. Clear? Now let's do the third one. See the third one. Find a vector in the direction of this particular vector. So remember, we are looking at this particular vector, which has a magnitude of 8 units. Okay, now here in the third one, let's assume that whatever vector we are trying to find out, let's say that vector is vector r. Okay, so vector r is what you are trying to find out. Now here, mod of vector r is equal to 8, because they're telling magnitude of 8 units. So mod of r is equal to 8. Now see, find a vector which is in the direction of this particular vector. Correct? Now how do you find the direction? Direction is nothing but a cap, right? Now what do we have here? Vector a is 5i minus j plus 2k. This is the vector. How do you find the direction? Vector a by modulus of a, isn't it? So what do we do now? Let's calculate mod of a. Mod of a becomes root of 5 square plus minus 1 square plus 2 square. This is going to become root of 25 plus 1 plus 4, which is going to give us square root of 30. Okay, root 30 is mod of a. Now a cap becomes vector A by modulus of vector A, which becomes 5i minus j plus 2k divided by root of 30. Now remember, whenever we talk about a vector, so vector is always given by vector r is equal to mod of r into r cap. Correct? See, mod of r, we know the value is 8. R cap is nothing but a cap, because vector r and vector a, both of them, they have the same direction. That means whatever the value of a cap we have, r cap is also going to be the same. Correct? So here, what do we get then? Finally, this is going to become 8 mod of r into r cap is what? 5i minus j plus 2k divided by square root of 30. Or you can write the final answer, that is vector r is equal to 8 by square root of 30 into 5i minus j plus 2k. This is going to be the final answer. Clear? This is the answer for the third question here. Now let's do the fourth one. See the fourth one, find the position vector of the midpoint of joining this and this. What is midpoint? Average of the I, average of the j, average of the k. Correct? Like how we were doing x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, z1 plus z2 by 2. Likewise, we do. So see, we have two values, correct? I has two values, that plus that divided by 2. Alright? So here, fourth one, let's assume that vector A is equal to, see, we'll look into this particular point for vector. If you have 2 as the x coordinate, then we can write this as 2i plus 3j plus 4k. Now you might be thinking, why are we writing this as vector when already points are given? Isn't it easier to do it in points? But I want you to see the question very carefully. Position vector. Okay, so one, you can convert the points into vectors in the beginning, or find the midpoint. After finding the midpoint, get the value of the vector, because you will get the answer in terms of points when you calculate the midpoint. From that also you can convert to vector. Makes no difference, it's one and the same. Clear? So here vector A is this, vector B is 4i plus j minus 2k. So the midpoint, I'll call this as m. M is equal to, see you have 2 and 4, midpoint of 2 and 4. So 2 plus 4, 6, 6 by 2 is 3. 3 is the midpoint, 3i. Between 3 and 1, midpoint is 2, 2j. Between 4 and minus 2, answer is 1 plus k. This is going to be the value of the midpoint. Again, I'll repeat. What did we do in the first case? We took the average of this and this. So 2 plus 4 divided by 2 into I. That's how we got 3. Plus, take 3, take 1. 3 plus 1 divided by 2 into j. Next is 4 and then minus 2 divided by 2 into k. This is how we got the midpoint, 3i plus 2j plus k. Clear? This is the answer for the fourth question. Now let's do the last question. See the fifth one. Find the unit vector in the direction of the vector given by this. Guys, very simple. Unit vector is what? See, magnitude has to be 1, obviously. Correct? But then the direction you have to calculate, isn't it? So what is a cap? Vector A by mod of A. So calculate vector. Vector A is given. Calculate mod of that particular vector. That means what we are doing, vector A is nothing but I plus j plus 2k, and mod of this is given by root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square. Correct? So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. Root of 6. So A cap becomes vector A by mod of vector A, which basically gives us 1 by root 6 into I plus j plus 2k. This is going to be the final answer for the fifth one. Clear? So these are the answers. If you want, go through these problems one more time. Get clarified about how to solve these problems. All right. So in the next video, we'll look into the next concept.